You're live.
Super. Hi everybody, it's Courtney Cooper. Glad to welcome you back to Training Tip Tuesday. This week we were asked to design a course for rideability in a small arena. So Ashley, if you'll wander around and see, we've made our arena very small. And we're just going to do the jumps over in about a third of the arena, which is what most people would have at home. This is a giant ring and we're very fortunate to have it. So Ashley, you need to pick up the mic. Hold on, we're just getting the audio set as well. Okay, so we've got the audio. So I'm Courtney Cooper, 5-star rider, trainer, as well as owner of C Square Farm and partner in Excel Star Sport Horses. This week we were asked to design a course for a small arena to set up for rideability and to get your horses jumping better. So that's what we've done. So this is Joy Hunting Stars. She's the mother of the foal, if any of you follow us at home. She's a 5-year-old, one of our homebreds by Heavenly Star, by Hunter, who's by Heraldic. She's going training level this year, and we'll do the 5-year-old Young Event Horse Championships, hopefully. So we're going to work around, and we'll show you what we're going to do, and hopefully you'll like it. I'm going to start off just over this yellow and green oxer that Ashley can show you here, with guide poles on either side just to make sure that she's straight. I'm going to start in a connected, collected canter to get her hind leg moving and to get her warmed up and able to move through her body. So we'll see how that goes. Very good. Okay, so she handled that really well, so we're going to keep adding to things. So the next thing we want to do is we want to add in some of these other fences. One of the questions that I got sent for this week was, how do I choose when to do gymnastics and how do I decide when to do coursework? And it really depends on the individual horse. I try to do coursework once a week and I try to do gymnastics once a week. And if I'm going to a competition, what I try to do is do the gymnastics before the competition, because the gymnastics and the rideability exercises will help me at the event. If I do coursework, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll get quite bullish when they go to the show. So I want to get them really thinking and waiting on what I want to do. So to that end, we're going to come through this chute. We've set up lots of chutes around the arena that you'll see with poles, and that's to help the straightness of the horses. And then the next thing we're also going to do is we're going to work on trotting. As soon as we jump a jump, we're going to trot, and then we're going to canter again. We're going to jump down a line, trot, and canter again to get the horses thinking and back on their feet. Okay. The other thing is I'd love to hear where you guys are from. Please put it in the comment section below. Maybe send us a heart emoji if you think you like Joy, or if you've seen her foal and what you think of her foal. We think little baby Ziva is as cute as they come. And we have another one by Joy on the way. So I'm going to start off in the chute here, again in that collected, connected canter. And then I'm going to trot, ask her to come back to me. And then I'm going to go back to cantering in the chute. Lots of leg connection. That's good. Working on a little roundness here. Suppling her. good suppling. Good job. Well done. So we did that, talking through the course, trotting and cantering to get her to be supple. She got better and better as she went through. Does anybody have any questions yet for us? Nobody has any questions. All right. Do we know where anybody is calling from? Everybody's being very shy today. Okay, very good. Well, I'd like to thank my help to the right, who looks a little bit like the firing squad. Reese Rushing and Alyssa Peterson and Caitlin Reamy, who all work for me. And then, of course, Ashley is on the video again. All right, so let's do another course, similar to the last one, but again, to develop the rideability. Trot. We're also adding the strides down all of these lines, so the horses have to work, and they really have to connect. Good girl. Good. Good girl, Joy.
We do have a question, Courtney.
All right, what's our question? Hold on one second. Girls, can we go up two on everything, please? Except for the diagonal fences.
So someone asked what they should do if a horse is struggling in the corners.
If you're struggling in the corners, just try really to close the canter down between your leg and your hand. Maybe take a trot step. Maybe do a 20-meter circle just around into the corners so that you're using the bend and using your leg to help them sit down. It's not nearly as easy as it looks. Joy's making it look pretty easy, but she's a pretty well-schooled baby. The other thing I was going to say is, so you're always looking to add the stride when you're warming up, right? So that the horses learn to bascule and really make a shape over it. If you've got a horse that gets to be a little bit of a bully down the line, what you want to do maybe is add your 9-foot placement poles. So then you're going to add that into the mix. It's all about getting the horses to wait and listen to you. Okay, so my crack staff has put the jumps back up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat the exercise from before with some slight modifications. And then we'll see how she does with that. And I'm going to add some single fences, just keeping her off the canter, off a more direct line. Okay? instead of doing 6 down this line, I'll do 5 because it's really a 4 start. And I'm not going to come back to trot here because I'm going to come back. Jump the Liverpool. Ooh. Very good, Joy. So that was super, really good on her part, right? She started off being a little bit clumsy over the yellow and green because it was bigger, but then the jump got better and better. So we're going to let her catch her breath, and then we're going to go again one more time. And I would do this one more time, and then I think that's probably enough for her because it's a hot, sunny day down here in the south, as you all can see. We'll be headed back to our base in Pennsylvania at the end of the month, so we look forward to seeing anybody up there who wants to have a lesson and get back together with us. And then go from there. All right, let's start and do one more course. Again, the idea being that we're adding a step, we're making them work, we're keeping the energy off the corner, and we're trying to make them rideable because it's always easier to have the horse lengthen and add a little leg at the base and have them jump better. Very good. Ooh. Ooh. Good girl. What a good girl you are. So she really had to struggle there because she really waited, but what a good girl to make the shape she did. There you go. Good girl. So I think that's good for her for today. I couldn't be more pleased with her. She was super reliable. A couple places I got her in deep, a couple places I got her in long. She tried really hard. So we look forward to, oh wait, there was one other question somebody had, which was, what do you do with bringing your horses back? You know, all of us are getting ready to start competing. At least we are down here. We start competing this weekend. And so what we've done is just like you would with your horses coming back into work over the winter, I would start with one day of gymnastics work for a couple weeks, put them in full flat work obviously, and then one day of gymnastics work once a week. Do that for a couple weeks. Then add a second day of light coursework. and then keep building from there. Maybe throw a cross-country school in for the lower level horses. And for the upper level horses, I would bring them back by starting to gallop them 4 to 6 weeks before their first event. So that's really it for today.
I have a question from Taylor.
Oh, you have a question from Taylor. Hi, Taylor.
She said, any creative ideas for those of us that don't have that many rails to use and can't get 2x4s?
Oh, there you go. I was going to say get 2x4s from Home Depot. If you can't find rails, brooms, maybe? That'll be a couple. But I wouldn't have anything other than what we've done, which is just using slats of 2x4s from Home Depot. Do you all have any suggestions over there? I think we're blank on that, Taylor. Thanks for a great question. We'll have to think about that for next time. But what you can see is obviously we've used 2x4s as the guide rails on the back. It just saves, we have 36 rails on the ground, we counted. And that's a lot of rails, but we're fortunate to have them here. So I would say use 2x4s. If you can't get to 2x4s, maybe brooms. That'll help you with a couple of them. The other thing is you can always not have ground lines. You know, if you've got horses that are good jumpers, you can take the ground lines away and make them placement rail or guide rails. And then the one other thing we've done, and girls, maybe you could do it right now. Alyssa, you know how we do diagonal pulls? So this is something we do often when we don't have, take that one away. No, just take it away.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Just take that one away for a second. Just put it on the ground. And then on this side, take this one away, the close one. So you can do that, which basically means you have a guide pull on one side for either side. So it's not ideal in terms of you don't have a chute, but you do have a landing and a takeoff rail. Or you can do it where you have them both on one side or both on the off side. So there are some more ideas for you, Taylor, but I'll have a think about that. Any other questions? No other questions.
Oh, someone said they use PVC poles for placing poles, guide rails, and ground lines.
There you go. There's another idea. So very well, we would look forward to hearing any comments you guys have. If you guys want to see us do anything particular, we'd be happy to hear from you. We look forward to seeing you next week for Training Tip Tuesday. And if you have a favorite horse you want to see, let us know that, and we'll go from there. Hope everybody's safe and well, and we look forward to hearing from you. All the best.